Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome back to another episode of Anime Season 5. Okay, so this is the second time I'm trying to record this episode. Once again, I am having problems with my Wi-Fi. For whatever reason, it is not the stream is not lasting as long as I need it to. Um, and there's no way of knowing when it's going to crash. But I said I was going to be putting up 2 videos today, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I just hope that you guys can bear with me, and I'll end up making another playlist of anime once I have every single video up. Because otherwise, there's going to be like 50 videos in that playlist, and half of those won't even be viewable because I already deleted them. So they'll just come up as unavailable, even though they just don't exist anymore. So, oh God, I hate this. So, my number 2, Toradora. For those of you who have been watching my channel for any length of time, you will automatically recognize that the Dora in Toradora is part of my name. And that's because I took inspiration from my top 2 favorite animes for my name. And in manga is pretty self-explanatory. That's just anime and manga put together. But Toradora, if you haven't seen it yet, first off, what are you doing? Why haven't you watched this absolute masterpiece of an anime? It is incredible. It is fantastic. Go watch it now. But the anime itself is about a boy named Ryuji who is feared by pretty much everybody at his school, save for a select few. Mainly because he has a very scary looking face. And everybody ends up assuming. I didn't yawn the entire time during my first recording. 3 minutes in, and I finally end up yawning. I could have gone through an entire video without yawning. I was almost done the first time. So, everybody assumes he is a thug and a delinquent. And then he ends up meeting Taiga, who is a thug and a delinquent. And she has a very, very short temper. They come to realize that the two of them live right next door to each other. She lives in an apartment building, and he lives in a little house. And so after talking for a bit, they come to realize that both of them have crushes on the other person's best friend. Ryuji has a crush on Minorin, Taiga's best friend, and Taiga has a crush on Kitamura, Ryuji's best friend. And so the two of them decide to team up in order to try to play matchmaker for each other and help each other get with each other's best friends. But as they spend more and more time together, they start to realize that there's a lot more they have in common than they initially thought. And they start to form a connection. Whether or not the connection turns out to be love or not, you'll have to watch the anime to find out. But Taiga is not only my favorite character in this anime, not only is she one of my favorite anime characters, but she is one of my favorite characters in all of fiction. I absolutely adore Taiga. she is just one of a kind. She is the definitive tsundere. When I think of tsundere, Taiga is the first person that come to my mind. When I hear that word tsundere, she is her face is the one that pops into my head. And she has defined what a tsundere is for me. Um, and yeah, she's such an incredible character. Um, and oh, the anime is full of wonderful characters. Not just her. Ryuji is a fantastic character. Kitamura and Minoren are both a riot, and I haven't even talked about Ami, the fifth character in this group of five. Ami, when she was first introduced, was kind of a bitch, but as the story went on, she actually became one of the most interesting and relatable characters in the whole anime. She became one of the most likable characters in the whole anime as time went on. And yeah, just every character is just fantastic. Every single one of them. It ran for 25 episodes and had a OVA special, which took place between episodes 13 and 14, if I remember correctly. And yeah, so a total of 26 episodes. And it actually had a full-on conclusion. The anime actually concluded. And it wasn't an anime that just like never finished. No, it's done. It had an actual ending to the story, and if you want more, you can always go to the Toradora dating sim game, which if you decide to go the route of Taiga, it actually acts as kind of a continuation of the story and kind of shows you kind of some of the things that happen after the anime is done. And yeah, it's a pretty good dating sim. It's nothing fantastic. It's nothing spectacular, but it is good. It is still good. Um, but yeah, I do enjoy this series. It is just one of my favorite shows ever. Not just anime, but it is one of my all-time favorite shows. Period. I love it that much. Um, I can say though, if you're going to watch this, watch the sub version. Do not watch the dub. The dub is done terribly. The dub is so horribly done. It does not do any of the scenes justice. The emotional weight of all the best scenes are completely lost by the lackluster dub performances. Now, some dubs are really good, like Dragon Ball has fantastic dubbing. My Hero Academia has fantastic dubbing. Overlord has fantastic dubbing. Like Overlord's dub is just it's perfect. Like it is exactly as I imagine. It is exactly as I imagined each of these characters sounding in dub. Um, so there are some good dubs, and even my number one favorite anime has a fantastic dub that I do love. This, however, does not have a good dub. The dub is just terrible, and I cannot recommend you watching the sub enough. Um, but yeah, it is a fantastic series, start to finish. Love it, and it contains there is one scene in the anime that just makes me bawl my eyes out every time I watch it. It comes in episode 8, in a scene where Taiga and Ami are having a swimming competition. Um, and Ryuji ends up trying to Ryuji ends up helping her a bit when helping Taiga a bit when she sprains her leg. He just kind of gives her a little push, and then a couple of the boys were roughhouse. A couple of the male classmates were roughhousing, and one classmate wound up falling onto him, and he got pushed under the water. The wind got knocked out of him, and he got pushed under the water, and he couldn't breathe. He started to drown, and Taiga ends up saving him. And the speech that she gives, the things that are said, the things that she says, and the music and the delivery of the voice acting, it is just so beautiful. It is so gorgeous. I could not stop myself from crying. Every time I see that scene, I cry. It is such a gorgeous moment. It is my favorite moment in the entire anime. And those of you who have seen the anime know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, watch episode 8. And you'll know the scene when you see it. And yeah, it is just absolutely incredible. It is my favorite moment in the entire anime. And it is honestly the moment that cemented that it was going to be one of my favorite animes ever. That moment in episode 8 cemented that. And the ending just further cements that it is my second favorite anime of all time. It is just a fantastic series through and through. I love it so much. I go back and rewatch it every year. Every year, around the time of my birthday, I go back and rewatch my 3 favorite animes again. Every single year around my birthday, I rewatch those 3 animes again. It is just tradition for me at this point, and I do not see myself stopping that tradition anytime soon. It is a fantastic series. I cannot recommend it enough. And yeah, Taiga is just one of my favorite characters in all of media. So that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comment box below what you think of Toradora. What do you think of the series? Who's your favorite character? What was your favorite moment in this? What was your favorite episode? Let's not go with moment because that might be too spoilery. Let's go with episode. What was your favorite episode? If you have a favorite moment in the anime, let me know what episode it was from. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna be putting up one more video. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you all then. Take care, everybody.